Cut! That's a wrap, people! Worst death scene. Act 1. Faces, everybody! You'll never work in this town again! Next time, you need to cry on cue, then die on cue! That performance makes me want you to be a better actor. Congratulations! You've clinched the nomination for lamest death scene in a horror movie. I'm so proud. Oh my! I'm afraid this one is bound for an early digital release. Do it again, with feeling, please! You don't have it, kid. And I don't even know what it is. But whatever it is, you don't have it! Oh, how far the star has fallen! You can't even die believably! I have half a mind to recast you. Stop messing up my masterpiece! Go in tight. Hold it. Now dolly out. Slowly. Continue bleeding. Continue bleeding. More bleeding. More bleeding. And sing! The only convincing part of that performance was when you died. And if it wasn't for the gallons of your blood spilled everywhere, I don't think I would have even believed that! Thank you for ending your woefully mind-numbing performance. You call that acting? You couldn't act yourself out of a paper bag! Try again! Clearly there was some mix-up with the casting director, because I was under the impression I was working with real actors and not the rejects from an elementary school play. How can I put this? You're as dead as your career. Bravo. A truly uninspired performance worthy of softcore porn or cable network sitcoms. Auditions for the hemorrhoid commercials are next week. Why am I always stuck working with amateurs? The best thing about your performance is that it ended. So, I guess you got that part right. You missed all your cues and flubbed every line that came out of that garbage hole you call a mouth. Other than that, you did great. Perhaps next time you'll stick to the script. I don't pay you to think. I don't pay you to act. In fact, I don't pay you at all. Which is why this arrangement has worked so well, and why I'm still alive and you're dead. You remind me of the cast that auditioned before you. They couldn't act either. I was at the height of my career when my wife Alexandra gave birth to her. She was born Winona Lee Wyler, and I fell in love with her from the moment I laid eyes on her. Problem was, with so much going on with my new film company, Alexandra raised our little girl almost entirely by herself. I got the news while I was filming on location in New York City. The doctor said the cancer had spread faster than they had anticipated. A little cold had turned into pneumonia 72 hours later. Alexandra had died when my daughter Winona was only 6 years old. She spent almost as much time dealing with the business as I did. Before I knew it, she was sitting on the board alongside her old man. The studio and everything I built was to have been Winona's. I'd have sacrificed everything for my daughter, including myself. She told me they were in love. I could hardly believe my ears when she told me it was Matthew from my writing team. I thought he was an intelligent kid, but hardly someone that would capture Winona's attention. My sole stipulation was that she not take his surname. I wanted my legacy to live on. To live on in my daughter and my grandchildren in the studio I had given my life to. If he were to be my son-in-law, he'd inherit our name. They wed in the summer. With a bit of coercion, I eventually treated Matthew like a son. He inherited nearly every privilege Winona would. All while covertly conspiring to take everything from me! Their departure announcement couldn't have come at a worse time. The studio was in severe financial trouble. And what does my scheming daughter and her conniving husband do? They jump ship and announce a new joint studio venture! They died in an unrecovered plane crash off the coast of Bora Bora in one of my private jets. Their bodies, unfortunately, were never recovered, though I did still hold a funeral for them, obituaries and all. It's such a tragedy to have lost such loving young people before their lives had truly begun. Shame, too. They would have loved this Rave in the Redwoods film. You know, you do have a role to play in the film. Report to makeup immediately. Stars are not born in arcades. All actors are needed on set, please. And when I say please, I mean stop pissing around in the arcade and get on with the movie already. You know playing video games rots your brain, right? It gives the zombies such indigestion when they eat it. And no one wants that. How is anyone going to take you seriously as an actor if you keep hiding in the arcade all day? You need to get out of the arcade now, or I'll call your agent. I know you're having fun, but you see, we're trying to make a movie here! Movies don't make themselves, you know. All the time you spent here makes me think I should have cast that other actor! Maybe it's not too late! The irony of what you're doing right now cannot be overstated. Playing a game while in a game that's pretending to be a movie? You know this isn't the real game, right? I've worked with a lot of stubborn actors, but you might take the cake. Hell, you might have even had baked it. And I like cake. Oh, another round? Splendid! I threaten you with death, but I've already done that. No, go on. Take your time. Please. The rest of us will just wait. If it isn't our resident homegirl! Or is it Sally from the Valley? I get these roles so mixed up sometimes. No matter. You've been horrible in both thus far. Oh, but don't fret. You just might have another shot at a decent performance yet. Sally, Sally, Sally! How hard is it for you to die believably on camera? For a second I thought you had it, but you ruined the shot! Don't come back onto the set until you're ready to get it right! Maybe we should try a gender twist and have Poindexter play the gangster girl. He was smashing as your female co-star in Spaceland! Sally, my dear, are you crying? There's no crying in the arcade! Save that for the set! Sally, by the time I'm done with you, hopefully you'll have been stabbed, shot, poisoned, frozen, hung, electrocuted, and burned! So let's get back on set! We've got work to do! Sally, the arcade is no place for a young starlet like yourself. You should be on set getting maimed and mutilated! Poor little Sally, stuck in the arcade while the boys have all the fun. What's the matter? All out of tokens? You'd better hope the boys got your back, homegirl! I didn't think you'd go for the damsel in distress role, but here you are, waiting for the boys to come rescue you! Pity. I thought this role would make you tougher. Still hanging in the arcade, huh, Sally? Maybe the boys don't need you after all. Well, if it isn't my favorite little character actor, Poindexter. You know, you and I aren't too different. We love the craft, the elegance and authenticity of real filmmaking. Those other actors, they just want fame and fortune. But you, I could see someone like you getting out of this situation, Poindexter. If you played your cards right, of course. How does the kid that's seen all my films end up here? Ha! I'm just busting your balls, kid. Question still remains. Can you get out alive? This could be your command performance, Poindexter. No pressure. Now don't screw it up, kid. Just when you thought you were out, the arcade pulls you back in. Not your best performance, but I can see you've got spunk, kid. You don't have to die here, Poindexter. Well, not in the end, that is. Relying on others to get ahead in life isn't how you become a star, Poindexter. All out of tokens, and so soon. Gee, kid, and here I thought you'd muster a little more talent than that. You'd make one hell of a contract player in a business like this, Poindexter. The pay's great, the work's easy, and hey, what can I say? The benefits are eternal. You really strutted your stuff in Spaceland. You were a natural. For a moment I thought I'd cast the wrong guy, but after that last scene, there's hope for you yet. Now, if you could just die once more, but with slightly more conviction, we might have something to work with. From rap to rock, you're proving to be rather talentless. Is there any role you could play where you'd actually die convincingly? Did you even try to put on a decent performance? The role calls for a courageous young grunge rocker. It is quite literally impossible to find good talent these days. Andre, the entire point of casting you in this role was because I thought you could die believably on camera. Is it so hard to get this right? Don't worry, Andre. I'm certain the rest of the cast will be here in just a few moments. Looks like we've got a one-hit wonder on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Ouch. Looks like our resident rock star's 15 minutes of fame are up. And out of soul tokens, too. That was fast. Don't worry, Andre. They'll save you. So the band thinks they're better off without you, huh? That's gotta hurt to finally realize. Pop quiz, AJ! Your performance was horrible and the director wants you dead. What do you do? What do you do? Here you are, brushed by my greatness, and yet you turn out a C-list performance. Oh, how the star has fallen. Already headed for the has-beens list, I see. Don't worry. I'm sure the late-night infomercial crowd is gonna love you. Oh, no. You're proving to be a regular flash in the pan, AJ. And here I was, thinking you were headed for the it crowd. Quite a tragedy, really. That sort of performance will never get you anywhere in Hollywood, AJ. Well, maybe onto a casting couch, but you look like you might have starred in that performance once or twice already. After your phoned-in performance as the jock in Spaceland, I thought you might deliver a better performance in Rave. I've been wrong before. Ask Andre. What makes you think you can trust these people? They're just actors cast in a film. When the chips are down, you'll see what they'll do to save their own lives. You'll see. Stuck in the arcade again, I see. Guess your so-called friends didn't find it in their best interest to save you. Pity. Worst death ever. I can see why you keep ending up here now. All of you young hotshot directors with your AAA stars, your big budgets and your fancy special effects. Strip all of that away and you've got a shitty movie at best. Your movie's like the very thing mine exude. Quality! You want the truth? I don't think you can handle the truth, Mr. Smith, but here goes. You were never getting a shot at remaking my works. You and your buddy were just pawns in my play to recover the footage you had discovered. The rest was just for my amusement. What made you think you could do horror? Let alone remaster the greatest horror films ever created. You deserved a death sentence for muttering the mere idea of touching my work. Look who's back. It's Fat Man. Where's your sidekick? Oh, that's right. You tore him to pieces. What? Too soon? Boring. After all this time, and you still cannot shoot a quality death scene, Fat Man. Too bad Jay's not around. He could show you how it was done. Chopping up your friend was easily some of your best work on screen. However, that moment you realized you had killed your best friend, that was priceless. If you ever want to hang out with your dismantled friend Jay while you're here, I can always give you a replay of his death. Absolutely phenomenal composition and lighting. I think you'll agree. Though it looks like you might be meeting up elsewhere soon anyhow. I think I liked you better as the murdering psychopath. It was a much better look for you. Are you sure you don't want to reprise that role? It must hurt pretty bad realizing you brutally killed your best friend. It would have hurt me too, if I still had a conscience. Mine's been dead for a millennia. At this rate, you and Jay will be together again in no time anyway. Your soul will be mine. Fetch me their souls. Well, you've managed to turn an otherwise fabulous film into a made-for-TV special. Wonderful. You've managed to ruin one of the greatest horror films of all time. What kind of a world do we live in where a bunch of kids dressed like losers ruin my film? This movie needs an enema! Ah! What the hell are you doing in there? This isn't in the script! Who the hell died and made you director? You don't really think you'll win, do you? Welcome to the party! You know, Space Slam was a real walk in the park compared to this place. Let's see how much you enjoy our little party out here in the sticks! Oh, and do please play nice with the locals. They just love to party till you drop. Boring! That Zombies in Spaceland performance was an absolute snore fest. Good thing I've got 100 new ways for you to make up for it right here in the Redwoods. Rave in the Redwoods, scene 420, take 1, action! Oh, this movie brings back such fond memories. Like the time my son-in-law ended up in it. Maybe the two of you can catch up. I'm sure you'll run into each other. Eventually. He's the stiff with no brains. And you thought that idiotic DJ was helping you? He led you right to your death. Now do please carry on. We've got a movie to shoot and some souls to collect! What an utter waste of celluloid you're proving to be! I'm certain you can redeem yourself, but it's going to take gallons of blood. Yours, of course. Bravo! Welcome to my little rave in the Redwoods. I didn't think a second-string cast of payday loan commercial rejects would find their way into our little party. The 90s reminds me of when horror was truly gritty. Low-budget movies, shaky cam footage, masterful effects. It was a time when gore filled your screen and blood danced on your popcorn. Ah, the good old days. Ah! The stage has been set once again. Set for your dismemberment, that is. And do please feel free to make it a bloodbath. You know we just love that around here. Welcome back. Remember, people, Your role here is death. And by death, I mean the lot of yours. Shall we begin? Oh, look! Our favorite talentless rejects are back. And oh, if you thought the 80s were rough, just wait until you get a load of the 90s. Welcome back to Hollywood, Sally no longer from the valley. You look great in your new gangster threads, my dear. So authentic. I doubt it. But let's see if you can do more than just look the part. Put that calculator away and slide up next to your friend, Plur. We've got quite the trip in store for you tonight, my little friend. Who knows? You just might prove to be the ace up my sleeve. If it isn't our rapper turned rocker formerly known as Ice Pick. I hope you're ready to rock, my boy, because our extras certainly are. Remember, it's all about death tonight, so please be sure to die on cue! Here I was, thinking you'd be the first one dead. Your athletic performance was better than expected, but still left much to be desired. Standard conventions would have recast you as a bumbling jock, but I hate standard conventions. If it isn't the fat man all by his lonesome. Oh, don't worry. We've got plenty of villains that are just dying to sink their teeth into you. Oh, look who's finally come out to play. Now that you've ruined my film, let's see if we can at least salvage it with your death. Tired of our little cabin on the lake, are we? I was wondering when you were going to come out and play with the locals. They've just been dying to get to know you better. Well, if it isn't the fat man. Finally come out of your little cave, have you? Oh, but where's your little sidekick? Oh, that's right, you killed him. What? Too soon? Missing your little friend, are you? Don't worry. You'll be joining him in no time. I thought your original casting was fabulous. But this hero nonsense is just all wrong. Now, report back to makeup and wardrobe. You've got people to kill. Oh, the fat man is all by himself. Don't worry. You'll be joining your little sidekick soon enough. While I do think having your buddy alongside might have been funny, I'm not in the business of making comedies, you see. I'm in it for the blood, the horror, and the screams. You know, the good stuff. So let's see your blood drip. True horror on your face, and of course your screams. And scream you will. Feel free to join your little sidekick anytime. I'm sure he and the maggots are getting lonely. You know you'd make a fantastic zombie. Have you ever considered the role? I could cast you anytime you'd like. All you need to do is die! Maybe I should have cast you in Spaceland. You would have made a marvelous brute. I mean, you're certainly fat enough to fit the costume. I hear there's a maniac on the loose in the woods. You wouldn't happen to know who's chopping all these people up, would you? You're wasting your time and mine, fat man. The only way out of here is death. So get to dying already! Would you hurry up and join your little sidekick already? I have no idea what you think you're going to do with that, but clearly you like wasting my time and yours. Back to one, and let's see if we can film a proper death scene for the lot of you. You do realize there is nothing you can do to survive. Now be a good little actor and die on cue already! What are you doing in there? Quit wasting time and get back on the set. Our zombie stunt team is getting restless. This is not the scene you are slated to be in. For goodness sakes, it is impossible to find good talent these days. Get back on set. Why, oh why must I continuously remind you that you aren't cast for this scene? Return to the set immediately! What part of stay on the set are you not getting? If I'd have known this room was going to be so popular, I'd have charged for entry! Please do take your time and have a look around. We've got nothing better to do! Go away! Nothing to see here! Go on. Shoot! You wouldn't be hiding in here, would you? I don't think your castmates would appreciate that very much! Quit messing with that projector and get back on the set! With the amount of coffee breaks you want to take, you'd think you were working on my old foreman's crew! Carpenter! Double money! Fire sale! Infinite ammo! Infinite grenades! Infinite grenades! Insta-kill! Max ammo! Kaboom! Ah! No one asked you to clear the set! I can assure you that no one died and made you director! Cut! Extras, get back on set! From the top!
The end is the beginning. Be one with death. Ignore the truth. Free your souls. Death is freedom. Free your mind. Existence is an illusion. Mephistopheles. Open your eyes. Life is a movie. Willard loves you. Redefine your reality. Give yourself to Willard. Willard will protect you. Willard is your friend. You're safe here. Set your spirit free. Death is life. Free your spirit. Infinite love is the only truth. Reality is a prison. Life is an illusion.
What is it going to take to get this scene right? We're just gonna have to do that again from the top! That's not how that scene was supposed to go. I'm beginning to lose my patience with you. Somebody get the talent back and makeup for a touch-up. That is not what I meant when I said play together nicely. You're ruining the script! Would you quit fooling around with him and play dead already? I hope you're ready for your close-up, because our star packs one hell of a punchline. What hunts you in the dark, has a thirst for blood, loves to slice up the scene, and of course, just won't stay dead. You don't expect me to ruin the suspense, do you? Our star is back on the set. Places, everyone. Places! Ooh, you've really pissed him off now. Splendid! Now don't forget to play nice together, children. We've got some real talent on the set now, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to see what he's going to do to you. Now that's got to be a real mind job, knowing you're about to kill yourself. One way or another. That was rather boring. Now if you had died in that scene, we would have had something to work with.